Antarctica shock. Melting ice leads to another surprise discovery for scientists there. The melting ice in Antarctica revealed a new uncharted island as climate change continues to give surprises because, of course, we know that all this melt is taking place. There are new land masses that are now being found. This is by Sean Martin, Express UK. Now, the Antarctic Peninsula, one of the fastest warming regions of the planet. We even have record heats there a few days ago. Two major glaciers, the Thwaites Glacier and Pine Island Glacier, are retreating faster than new ice is formed, and the melting ice revealed a small island off the coast of the glaciers. It's made up of volcanic granite. We know that there are over 100 volcanoes in Antarctica, and on the west side, they are active underneath, creating heat. Now, researchers named the island Sif Island, S-I-F. It's named after the Norse goddess who is associated with the Earth. Experts also stated that this small island, which is only about 1,150 feet long, that's 350 meters long, is home to a few seals. Polar Trek, the discoverers, wrote on their website, "At first we thought maybe an iceberg had become lodged on the outcropping years ago and then melted enough to expose the underlying rock. But now we think that the ice on the island was once part of the Pine Island Glacier ice shelf, a massive field of floating ice that extends outward into the ocean from the edge of the glacier. At only about 350 meters long, about 1,100 feet long, it's still mostly covered with ice. Sif Island is not going to be a tourist destination, but scientists who first set foot on the land were able to analyze the types of rock that were there. It's mostly granite, they say, which is an igneous rock. Since 1975, the world has been warming at a very fast, alarming rate, scientists stating that the global temperature rose by roughly 0.15 to 0.20 degrees centigrade per decade. And while the figure seems low, global warming, without a doubt, is having an effect on the polar ice caps, which are melting and will be continuing to melt. Now, since 1979, the volume of ice in the Arctic or the North Pole, that is, has shrunk by an astonishing, I can't believe this, it's shrunk by 80%. The North Pole Arctic ice has shrunk by 80%. Which scientists have warned will cause major sea levels to rise. Now, if the western Antarctic ice sheet, where this Pine Island Glacier is, were to completely melt, sea levels would rise by 3 meters, that's over 9 to 10 feet. Climate models show that a sea level rise of more than 6 feet could permanently submerge large parts of Britain, like the cities of Hull, Peterborough, Portsmouth, and parts of East London as well. The Thames estuary will be under threat. The planet has already seen an increase of 1 degree Celsius compared to pre-industrial levels, which will contribute massively to melting ice caps and sea level rises. Now, as it stands, sea levels are rising at about 8 millimeters per year because of this melting ice. Now, we don't know what's causing all this tremendous amount of heat in Antarctica, but it's not good news. Between 1993 and 2014, sea levels rose about 66 millimeters, or roughly 3 millimeters per year. And at that continuing current rate, if it gets faster, that means that coastal cities such as New York could be submerged by the end of this century. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.